Find yourself a comfy chair, grab a pen and paper. Get ready to learn secret nuggets, the secret sauce to conquering your entrepreneurial dreams from today's top influencers. She's the jewel of the crown of the Pheiff Group, founder of the Crazy Ones community, with her distinctive voice known everywhere. Your host, Connie Pheiff. Find yourself a comfy chair, grab a pen and paper. Get ready to learn secret nuggets, the secret sauce to conquering your entrepreneurial dreams from today's top influencers. She's the jewel of the crown of the Pheiff Group, founder of the Crazy Ones community, with her distinctive voice known everywhere. Your host, Connie Pheiff.
Hey everyone, and welcome. It's Tuesday. Now I say that with such excitement, but we have so much going on right now in the world, all over. There's so many things going on. I mean, we have COVID, and I actually just watched the ceremony that our future President Biden had just done with our future Vice President Kamala Harris, and it was just really heartwarming, moving. And I just wanted to wish everyone and pray for everyone that we get through this, and we get through this very, very soon. But today, with that, I want to talk really about how we've all been pivoting. Getting past 2020. I mean, 2021 hit, and it was like, oh, it's a new year. We could, it's over. We could do something else. But we're still entrenched in that. But the pivots that I have been hearing and talking to friends and colleagues and associates, and how they've pivoted with their business to staying at home, and even those working in corporate and moving from that corner office to having to stay at home. And if you look everywhere, in clothing, they're selling those comfy clothes and those comfy pants. So it's really, when are we going to get back? And everybody, always says, I want to get back to that normal. I want to get back to where we were before. But, I think we have a new normal. I don't know if getting back to that really, really is going to, take us to where we were before, but it is a new normal, and we have to really jump in and embrace that. And I'm finding from a lot of people that they're really, really uncomfortable with that. They don't know where to go with it or how they're going to do it. So we represent speakers through Talent Concierge. And the one thing we did through the pivot is ask each of our speakers to get certified through eSpeakers, a partner of ours, but to get certified as a virtual speaker, because that's where the platform is at. And what is exciting about it, a lot of our talent and our speakers are coming back and saying, you know what? I think I like this staying at home. I think I like this virtual way of presenting programs, because I don't have to get on a plane. I don't have to be away from my family. So there's good and bad, that you have to weigh out in there. And, what's all good, what's positive. So many of them have created this home office studio. And so what we've done, we've even brought that in even more, and we're doing a lot more training on that in home office studios. Now, one thing and one way that we pivoted that I'm just super excited about is that I have the Connie Pheiff show. I've been doing that for almost 9 years. And a few months ago, we were notified that we were named and rated number 26 in the business entrepreneur management category. So, which was way exciting. But then it got me thinking, well, you know what? We didn't have our showcase in 2020. And that's our premier event that we have every year. So we can invite event planners to experience our talent, experience our speakers virtual around the world. So we've already been doing that through our Masters of Talent showcase. But then, because that didn't happen, because we would bring all of our speakers into a studio, and and then we would stream it out. So, got thinking about that and got together with the team and said, well, wait a minute. We have the Connie Pheiff show. We're streaming that out to millions and millions of people. And then why don't we take the showcase and wrap that into the Connie Pheiff show And we're doing that and delivering programs every single week. We have one coming up now on January 27th, where we do a complete live broadcast with a live studio audience. And we have 6 speakers, 6 guests that we are interviewing for that day that we are, it's live, but we're also going to use that for the Connie Pheiff Show on the C-Suite Network and the programs that we're delivering there as well. So we launched it, and within 2 weeks we launched it, and then within a couple of days of the launch, it's been so super successful. We've been picked up by more networks, and what I want to do today is introduce you to one of the guests that we have coming up on January 27th, and he's an author, he's a speaker, he's an empath, an entrepreneur, and he is globally one of the top 7, not one of the top 7 figure earning sales executive. And his book is Unbounded Journey to Your Within, which I have a copy of it here and I've been reading it. So let's bring him in. I want to chat with him just for a couple of minutes. Aaron McCormick.
Hey, Connie, thank you for having me. Just one
Hey.
self-deprecating truth. I'm not the top 7th, but I was definitely one of the best of IBM, and that made me one of the few 7-figure earners at IBM, and I've been doing this a long time. So I just want to clarify, I don't want people to think that I'm the best thing. Who knows?
Well, the best. Everybody's going to come flocking in. Like, what are you doing? How are you doing that? No, that's fine. Thanks for the clarification. But we talked earlier today, and I've been thinking about your conversation all afternoon, where I actually went and sat down and I started reading your book, and so I've been real just enthralled with it. And and the article that you had that I grabbed on LinkedIn, empathy can make you millions. What is that? I want you to share what that means and what that writing is, and then a little bit about where you're at right now in your career.
So that topic, that was, it's actually one of the chapters of my book, and it's sort of a culmination of my personal journey, but it's not the story of it. It's not focused on that. It's really more about the intersection that I see with across all business and how it's been validated in my personal journey. I mean, just a real short synopsis, Connie. I was probably 22 or 3 when I started earning high 6 figures in sales. And this was corporate sales. This was enterprise software. I was selling to the C-suite, often the COO, because it was an operational support system that touched multiple departments in a business. That was one of my first really big ticket, several $1 million sort of enterprise software sales jobs. And I rapidly became the top sales rep. And my colleagues were 35, 40, had degrees. They were white. So I had there were multiple things I didn't have that I wasn't supposed to, let me put my quotes up. I wasn't supposed to be.
Okay.
But we all know, I mean, what some of us know is the world is merit based if you are merit based. And
Hmm.
regardless of how I ended up being that way, that's kind of how I was going through life. And when I look back on the high income I was earning at a very young age, selling to mostly men that had kids my age or even a little bit older, and I think about how was I able to be so successful? What has helped me throughout that career where I've been doing it for now 20 years, and now I'm on to writing and helping in more the artistic side of things. It really was empathy and it was intuition. It was an awareness of the other person on the other side, an energetic awareness, dare I say. We all have it.
Okay.
For most of us, it's kind of suppressed by
Mm.
logic. So logic runs most of our show, and we're constantly calculating. And so what happens in business, whether you're selling or leading of any type, entrepreneur, you're
Right.
dealing with customers, is if you are in your head of the sale or of your business or whatever the topic is, if you're not in the moment feeling and caring and really trying to do something bigger than you, and I don't mean to sound cliche, but it's true, if you actually are trying to help and
Hmm.
learn, then the empathy is what will completely separate and lower other what are typically guards that
Mm.
are up, the proverbial crossed arms, whether it's a partnership
Yeah.
or what have you, and that allows you to really see the other person. When they allow you to see them,
Mm,
then you're allowed to actually help them. You have to gain their energetic permission to be able to help them,
hmm
lead them. So often as
Yeah, and
executives,
they
we
talk about that. Well, right, and they talk about. I was in sales, still am in sales, for a lot of years, in the work that I did too, and also named, top sales, and I got top woman in sales, and then just different things, along the way. But the one thing, and they talked about was you really need to understand the other person. And then, so
right,
you have good salespeople, then you have those that are not so good, or always asking themselves, why can't I do this? Why am I not getting the sales like somebody else is? So, from what I'm hearing you saying, it really comes down to understanding that other person in a
correct,
place where they're allowing you in to have that, and then to have that and build that relationship. And you talk about um, the knowledge of a self, of relationships, career, and business. So, real quick, give us a little, the quick synopsis of your book Unbound. And when we bring you back on the show on January 27th, we're clearly going to dive in that even more. But if you could just really quick, just share with our folks that are on here with us what this is about.
quick synopsis. Okay, so Unbounded, Journey to Your Within is the full title. The whole purpose behind the book and why I wrote it is often we tend to look at the world through a very extrinsic lens, meaning we are
Mm,
thinking about what the cause effect, what we're going to get. Like I alluded to this when it comes to the sales cycle or leading people, we're thinking
mhm,
about behaviors and outcomes. We're very extrinsically focused, and we often have, well, we always have, what I refer to as binders, which are learned, absorbed, and consumed ideals, perspectives, energies around various topics
mm,
or other people, all kinds of things. We are being shaped from the moment we enter the world. But yet, I also talk about how there's a part of us, the real part of us, that is completely beyond everything that we've come to learn since we
mhm.
physically entered the world. We have an essence. And I believe our journey is all about finding that essence, reconnecting and aligning and embodying it beyond business and in relationships and everything. And to the extent we do that, we become literally unbounded, unlimited, because we're no longer fighting with our own energy, because we have sort of morphed into this career because we read the data and we know it'll make X amount of money or be in demand, or
Yeah.
we go into a relationship, or we stay in a relationship, or we act a certain way as a parent, or there's all these things
Mhm,
that we do because of these learned and consumed concepts that are
mhm.
binders. And the question is, how do you systematically rediscover and reconnect with your true essence? And most importantly, how do you know whether anything is actually aligned with your true higher self, your authentic essence before it was shaped, versus something that is a binder and will therefore bring either discomfort, lack of
Right.
fulfillment, or flat out failure in the process?
Yeah, I mean, you become unbalanced with yourself and your true leadership, your self leadership. It's hard to get that back if if you don't have it, if you don't find it. Well, I didn't want to keep you that long. Is there anything else that you want to share? Because we are way excited to bring you back on the show on January 27th. And there is so much more that we're going to be delivering that day on the show. But if there's anything else that you want to share right now before we let you go, you have the floor.
Well, you alluded to all that's going on in COVID. I would just
Yeah.
really want to share that everything that we go through, both
Hmm.
individually and collectively, is actually serving us, is actually helping us.
Yeah.
And you're going to go on a journey. Either you're going to figure this out through your heart space, which means it's going to just automatically happen, which in my case, and there are others. I refer to Steve Jobs, not in the book, but in other posts and articles that I've written, even on LinkedIn. Some of us have chosen to get there through an organic sort of spiritual, meaning the invisible energy that animates us, and we make
Yeah.
decisions, and it just happens. Others, we decide that we're going to get there through the mind, and that's where
Yeah.
most of us are. You're going to get there, but I would just say that
Mhm.
even COVID, even the division of this year, all of it serves a purpose, and it ultimately is leading us to what I believe is a golden age. especially and including in business. And I say that because call it work because it's supposed to be, I guess, work, right? It's drudgery. It's not the
Right.
hobby, right? So, believe, ironically, in your topic, which I'm glad that you're helping and you're expanding minds and trying to bring some light. Ironically, the topic of whether it's on LinkedIn or any kind of work topic is usually a fairly low vibe in the sense that it's contrite. It's like everyone's putting on airs and going through motions. We need it the most in this segment. So I look forward to our extended discussion because I really want to get into how everything is serving and how we can connect our dots and realize that what we thought was a problem is actually
Right.
something that is forming us for the better or actually helping us emerge both
Right.
collectively and
Right.
individually. Yeah.
Very, very well put. Because this year has given so many opportunities for so many people, and us, if we're alert, awake, or eyes wide open, those opportunities are right there in front of us. So, Aaron, I want
Completely.
to thank you for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a week, 8 days. So, looking forward to seeing you then. And until then, be well. We'll talk
Thank
to
you.
you
You
soon.
too.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye.
Conquer your entrepreneurial dreams. Attend the Connie Pheiff Show with a front row seat of her new live stream show. We know you're powerful, and you mean business. Now show the world in 2021. Connie's guests this episode include Jarek Robbins, Jeffrey Hazlett, Carlos Sequeira, Angela Cusack, Aaron McCormick, and Rebecca Louise Smith. Learn their secrets and how to multiply your sales, increase performance, and conquer whatever is put in front of you. Time to shake up your world. Secure your seat now. Conquer your entrepreneurial dreams in 2021.
Hey everyone, we're back. I'm just going to keep it for a couple more minutes. We are so excited. We have a lot more to go on the show. But one thing I really want to talk about, and one of the reasons why Aaron and I connected, because he talks about being an empath. I myself am very intuitive, and I meditate every day. And when I was meditating on the show and what I want to be talking about and the people that I want to be helping and serving. One of the things that kept coming to me, the word that kept coming to me was, or multiple words was, be the voice. Be the voice for the voiceless, because there are so many people that are stuck. And even our speakers are, our most talented individuals that we work with, some of them just got to a place where it's, I'm gonna wait. I'm going to wait and see what happens. It's going to come back. Well, that, not necessarily. So I worked with them and coached them, motivated them. And, it's how many months? 8, 9, it could be almost a year later that we're living through this. But the world has changed. It has completely changed and has come to such a new place. So with that, I was really thinking about, how I can be generous and how I can really help others. So, what I want to do during the show and during every show, every month that we do, we have our schedule lined out for the entire year. And I did mention that we're going to be on the C Suite Network TV, C Suite Radio. We have about 9 million, not 900, 9 million folks hitting us every day when we do the show. But what I want to do, I really want to help you. And that, again, through my generosity, I want to challenge you. And every month during the show, I'm going to give a new challenge. And the week following that challenge, I'm going to do a live coaching program for every day, 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, because I love coaching. I love seeing people excel and really helping them go to the next level. And I want to do that for you. So make sure you register. We're going to show that link again here soon, but make sure you register to get inside and be part of a live studio audience, because you never know, we might hot seat someone as well, because we want to help you conquer your entrepreneurial dreams. Now people ask, who is this for? This is for leaders, not necessarily an entrepreneur, because we are redefining today's leader. And we want you to step into your leadership. And that's what this program is all about. And that's what my heart is full. And I just want to be helping you. And everything that we do is based around that. And I want to push you out of that uncomfortable zone because we get so comfy. And right now, everybody's wearing those comfy clothes. I want to push you out of that comfort zone and take you to a place where you are really, really uncomfortable. And that could be in relationships, that could be through work or personal relationships, or in sales. And maybe you just don't like sales and or cold calling. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're building a business, or if you're in corporate and that's your job, you need to get comfortable with it. And right now, everybody is doing that through virtual, the power of virtual, whether it be Zoom or any other platform that you're using. So we want to make sure that we're helping you stay ahead of the curve. And so you are ready and you are delivering and you are achieving your success. So make sure you register for the show. And again, it is January 27th. Normally, thereafter, it will be every month on the third Wednesday of the month. The third Wednesday this month is inauguration. We didn't want to compete with inauguration, so we moved it out a week. So it will be January 27th. We start at noon, high noon, East Coast time. Make sure you register, and you could find us on any of our virtual platforms. And again, the main platform, Facebook, ConniePheiffShow.com. And I'm sure you're going to see one of our links in any of the social platforms over the next couple of days. Just make sure you click, go in, register, and that is all you have to do, and show up with the notebook. And I say bring a lot of notebooks, because there is so much information these guys are going to be sharing. And we had mentioned them, from Aaron, who you just met, to Jerry Robbins, to Jeffrey Hazlett, Carlos Akira, Rebecca Louise Smith, Angela Cusack. They charge, people pay thousands of dollars to hear them speak and learn about their programs. And we're giving it to you right here. So make sure you bring a notebook, lots of notebooks, lots of pens and paper. Bring your favorite drink, your favorite beverage, and we're going to be interviewing 6 of the most talented top business leaders in the world today, and you don't want to miss it. So, hey, I'm going to check out here. I'm Connie Pheiff. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope you achieve your success, your dreams, and everything that you want. And remember, we mean business, and you are the brand.
Conquer your entrepreneurial dreams. Attend the Connie Pheiff Show with a front row seat of her new live stream show. We know you're powerful, and you mean business. Now show the world in 2021. Connie's guests this episode include Jerry Robbins, Jeffrey Hazlett, Carlos Akira, Angela Cusack, Aaron McCormick, and Rebecca Louise Smith. Learn their secrets on how to multiply your sales, increase performance, and conquer whatever is put in front of you. Time to shake up your world. Secure your seat now. Conquer your entrepreneurial dreams in 2021.